And the bad news is, I've been doing a deep dive into the Darren G and Sam Walker beef today. I've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole. Been a bit bored this evening. So I'm pretty new to all this stuff between Darren G and Sam Walker. But it seemed to have got pretty nasty at stages. I knew who Darren G was, but I didn't have a clue who Sam Walker was. And he just popped up to me when I was in the Philippines a few months ago, when him and Darren G actually were arranging the fight. I'd seen him on Instagram sporadically, but didn't really know who he was. So I've really thought, why are these two beefing? Because now I'm a little bit more invested in it, and obviously since Sam's been injured, I hope he's better. Obviously, I'm just sort of new to all the whole beef that's going on. So I've been doing some research. I've been really looking into it, and I've found it all from Darren's part, what's happened, but not a lot from Sam's part. So I am going to talk about that today. Not going to give any opinions on it. Just what I've made out from what has happened from watching different TikToks and doing a bit of research and stuff. There are some real heavy names involved from the criminal fraternity who are some of Sam Walker's family members. So I'm going to try and not say any names or implicate anyone in anything, because they're serious people. Do you know what I mean? So, right. Darren G does a 12-year jail sentence. He goes in at the age of 24 and he comes out at the age of 36. Sam Walker is 10 years younger than him. So when Darren gets sent to jail in the first place at the age of 24, Sam Walker's 14. Sam Walker may have known who Darren was from around Liverpool, because when you're a teenager, you do know who the blokes are, you know who the olders are, but Darren didn't know Sam, as he says. So he does the sentence. In this meantime, obviously, Sam's been in and out of jail throughout that time, throughout his teenage years, throughout his adult life. Darren's got out at age 36. Sam has been trying to make a bit of his name for himself online. He's apparently reached out to the Liverpool Echo, claimed that he had been a pen pal. I don't know if any of this is true. Claimed he had been a pen pal of Curtis Warren. Claimed that he had attacked Stephen French in jail. So he sort of was trying to make a bit of his name for himself as a criminal turned celebrity, like you get with these gangsters that become a bit popular, like Dave Courtney sort of figure, I suppose. Trying to get viral anyway. Darren G comes out, starts up an Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and he starts blowing up massively. For some reason or other, people really like him, people really like his message. And I can sort of understand why, because I've been watching him lately, especially on the Scouse sit-off page and stuff like that, and I could just listen to him talk for hours. Even when he's not really talking about much, I could just listen to him. He's just very charismatic. He talks very well. And yeah, he's just the type of person that you can just listen. Reminds you, like Danny Christie speaks very well. He's that sort of person you just listen to him speak. So Sam Walker inboxes Darren G. Darren G's blowing up, and he's trying to approach him to do some collaborations together. They're both from Liverpool. They're both they're both doing Instagram stuff. They're both sort of ex criminals, ex gangsters. Can they collaborate? Darren G politely declines. Sam Walker then comes back a couple of times. Can we collaborate? Darren G declines. Sam Walker's trying to piggyback off Darren G's viral success, obviously. Because I remember when Darren G did first come out and he was going fucking huge, because that's when I first heard of him, and he was everywhere. All of his YouTubes, podcasts, all that sort of thing, he was just blowing up with these choose a life, not a knife message, which was a good message to teach, really. Eventually, after a few refusals, Sam Walker comes back aggressively. Do you know who I am? Blah, blah, blah. Fucking turning me down, whatever. Not word for word. This is just what Darren G says. I'm sort of misquoting. But yeah, giving a rundown. And Darren G does a little bit of research into who Sam Walker is, and he finds out that he is related to a load of the criminal fraternities from around Liverpool, who are, like I said, I'm not going to say their names, but you can find out pretty easily yourself who they are. They're very, very heavy firms from Ireland and stuff like that. With this, Darren G is now having issues with a campaign against him, a trolling campaign against him. People trying to take him down, people trying to get him cancelled because he's out in criminals from Liverpool, out in drug dealers from Liverpool, and he's being very, very outspoken, and he's causing a lot of problems online. And Sam makes some videos accusing Darren G of essaying a 13-year-old girl. Said, I think that's what he got sent to jail for. And the video goes viral, and Darren G goes from hero to zero. And obviously, he's just got out of jail, only been out of jail now like 18 months or something. Very new to all the internet stuff, and he is getting it from all angles. He's then got James English, who's putting it on him as well, Marvin Herbert, and a few people in that sort of circle, and they're all trying to take him down. Now, I don't know how true this is. This could be a conspiracy theory that he's made up, but apparently they all have links back to a certain crime family. But that's a story for another time. So then they're going back and forth over the years. Darren G becomes, instead of cowering away and hiding from all this, he becomes more and more outspoken online, gunning for all these families, gunning for Sam Walker, gunning for James English, and he manages to sort of bring back some. People don't really believe it. He brings back a bit of an image, and he's doing all right for himself. Sam and him are chiming back and forth. Due to some threats that were made online, where Sam Walker he brings out a video on TikTok basically saying, he doesn't say he's actually going to do it, but he says, if I was going to do Darren G, it's a TikTok video, I would put 50k on his head. I would want people to go to his house and do him serious damage. I don't know what I can get away with saying or not. Do that to him and basically kill him. And the police issue Darren G with an Osman warning when his wife is literally in labour, or his girlfriend's literally in labour. So they say he's not allowed to see his kids in Liverpool. Social services get involved straight away. He's allowed to see his kids, but he's not allowed to have them in Liverpool because he's in danger. Darren's still in and out of Liverpool. They're going back and forth online to each other. Then, this is over a matter of years, by the way. I'm sort of condensing it very slim, but yeah. Banned from Liverpool by social services, causing him a lot of issues. Someone goes to Darren G's mum's house in the meantime, I believe. There's videos leaked, people getting chased, whether it is them, whether it isn't them, no one really knows. Sam Walker, by this point, has gone to Africa, and he's gone to Marbella because he had some offences in England he didn't want to get sent back to jail for. So he's fled the country, and he is... the offences aren't actually very serious. I've been told a few different things, but from what I can gather, it was driving offences, releasing the identity of a SO, which happened to be John Venables from Liverpool, obviously, the Jamie Bulger case, and possession of smoke, I think. But yeah, so nothing like massively serious, but he knows he's going to get sent back to jail, so he's out of the country by now, and they're still going back and forth. They are trying to then get a fight sorted. It all starts coming to a head. This is when I first heard about it all. This is when I'm in the Philippines, and it's going to be on 3D Fight Club on Dougie Joyce's platform with $100,000 prize or something. It's fucking Clash of the Titans, Sam Walker versus Darren G, and as I've said before, I think Darren G would definitely win that fight. But what you get with a lot of these roadmen is they're quite, what's the word for it? These like gangster types. They've never actually had a proper fist fight, and when they have, they've punched someone outside a nightclub, or punched someone in the street, or had a roll around, or a gang fight where 10 people are punching each other, hitting people with stuff and stabbing each other and stuff. They can't actually fight very often. And Sam Walker just strikes me as one of those. I can't imagine Sam Walker could punch his way out of a paper bag, even when he was at full health. I'm not kicking him while he's down. I'm talking about when he was at full health. And Darren G looks a little bit more handy. Definitely looks after himself. Bear in mind, he's got to be like fucking 48 now or something. He's in very, very good shape. But I can't imagine he's much of a fighter either. And if they had a fight in a ring, Darren G would win, but it would have been a fucking joke. An absolute waste of time. So the 3D Fight Club fight can't get made because Sam Walker can't come back to the UK. Darren G's not going to go to Spain, even though Sam's saying, I'll pay for you to fly first class. There is no first class flights to Spain, whatever else. They're just going back and forth. Darren G says, I'll meet you in Dublin. This is when it gets really, really funny. Sam Walker puts up a video saying he's in a private helicopter on his way to Dublin. Darren G never goes there in the first place. He's trolling. And Sam Walker takes a YouTube short that had been recorded like 2 years previous and uploads it and like to pretend that he's in this helicopter in the video, but he's never... But it was never even there. It was not his video. He didn't get a helicopter there. I don't know how he got there. But it all takes a bit of sinister turn, because apparently there's been some messages leaked that if they did get Darren G to Dublin, then they were going to do him some serious damage. Someone was going to fire a bullet at him, or some words to that extent. We're in these messages. No one knows if they're true or not. This is just what Darren believes, and there are messages out there. But yeah, that could have been quite a dark turn to what is quite a funny back and forth, really, when you think about it. The fake helicopter, and that takes us to today. They were still chiming back and forth at each other. Sam's been injured now, and he does seem to be recovering, but he's still in a bit of a bad way. And it seems to be that they've sort of squashed the beef. Darren has come out and actually said he wishes Sam well now. He doesn't want any problems. He's not going to kick him while he's down, everything else. And Sam has pretty much said that he's got no problem with Darren anymore. And Sam almost sort of said that he respected him, because he's like, oh, the thing is with me and Darren, we come out and we just say it to each other. We're not trolls, blah, blah, blah. So, but Darren said he'll never drop it. He's dropped it, but he'll never forgive him unless Walker comes out and apologises, says he made the stuff up. Which, if there is some financial backing from some criminal entities that were trying to get Darren G cancelled, I can't imagine he is going to do that. I can't imagine he's going to apologise, to be honest, ever. He doesn't strike me as that type of person. But that is it. That is the Darren G and Sam Walker beef explained. Boys, as I said, I'm pretty new to this. If you've got any information on it that I don't know, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. If they did have a fight, who do you think would have won? Sam Walker or Darren G? Clash of the Titans. Thanks for watching, boys. Adios, le bosh.